Bonjour tout le monde. OK. Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre du nouveau vocabulaire pour la nourriture. Woohoo! So today we are going to learn some new vocab for food. Super exciting. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through all the new vocab with you, okay? And the first time I go through it, I'll give some explanations about things, but then at the end, I will go through it a little more fast, or a little more quickly, and I'll tell you what to do then. Okay, here we go. The first one. Je fais les courses. Je fais les courses. What do we think that means? Je fais les courses. If you said, I'm doing the grocery shopping, you've got it. Je fais les courses. Madame's little trick for remembering je fais les courses is I think about if I'm going to cook like a 3 or a 4 course meal, I have to go do the grocery shopping for it. Oui, je fais les courses. Okay, ici, j'achète. J'achète. Par exemple, j'achète une balle. J'achète. Ça veut dire I'm buying. J'achète. I'm buying. Le marché. Le marché. Or un marché. Oui. Un marché is a market. Okay. So, marché markets are like open air markets like this are becoming more popular now in the US. We call them farmers markets usually. However, they've never gone out of style in France. It's super popular. You can see they have all these little stands. This one here looks like it has some produce, right? And they have marché very, very often in France. The last time that I was in Paris, the hotel that I was staying in, there were 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. In the morning, the whole street in front of the hotel, all along the street, for about a block or maybe block and a half, they had the street shut down and all these people would come in and they would set up their stands and they would have the marché there. So ça c'est le marché. Un supermarché. Un supermarché. Qu'est-ce que c'est? A supermarket. Oui, exactement. Un supermarché. Un hypermarché. Un hypermarché. Okay, an hypermarché is, I think, kind of what we would call in the US like a mega store. It's someplace like Walmart or Myers are a couple of examples. It's a store where not only can you buy food, but you can buy pretty much everything else as well, right? So, if you went to Myers or Walmart, you could buy, your fruits, your vegetables, ice cream, meat, all of your groceries. But then you could also go and buy a basketball from the sports department. You could buy windshield wipers. You could go buy office supplies. You could go buy clothes, things like that, right? So that's an hypermarché. And in this picture right here, Auchan is one of the hypermarchés that they have in France. Okay, bon, maintenant. So, do they have hypermarché and supermarché en France? Oui, bien sûr. Yeah, of course. But they also have a lot of small specialty shops, which I love. We don't have these as much in the US anymore, but they still have them in France, and I totally love that. Okay, so the first one here is la boucherie. La boucherie. Don't know if you can tell from the picture here, but la boucherie, that is the butcher shop. La boucherie. And à la boucherie, j'achète. de la viande. So at the butcher shop, I buy de la viande. La viande is meat. Oui, la viande. Ça, c'est du bœuf. Du bœuf. Cognate, oui, du bœuf. Ça, c'est du veau. Du veau. Okay, du veau, en anglais, we call it veal. And yes, veal is meat from a baby cow. Oui. So slightly controversial to some people. They say the meat is supposed to be super, super tender and moist. But yeah, I'm just going to leave that one there. That's du veau. Okay, ici, du porc. Du porc. Another nice cognate there. Du poulet. Ou ici, un poulet. Oui, un poulet. La dinde. La dinde. On mange de la dinde pour le Thanksgiving. Oui? Oui. La dinde. OK, ici, ça c'est la charcuterie. La charcuterie. OK, qu'est-ce que c'est la charcuterie? Ça veut dire deli, okay? Deli. And Madame's little trick for remembering that charcuterie is deli is because it has the word cut right here. And usually at a deli, that's what they do a lot of because they're slicing up, they're cutting up a lot of meats, slicing them up for sandwiches. Oui. So, of course, in France, à la charcuterie, yes, you can definitely get slices of meat, just like here at a deli in the US. And they also have like pre-prepared things that you can buy there. And we have those here in the US too at delis, like for instance, maybe like some potato salad or pasta salad, things like that you can buy that are already made. But also en France, one thing that's a little bit different is they have a lot of sausages at la charcuterie. And so we'll see some of those here in a minute. Okay, ça c'est le saucisson. Le saucisson. Le saucisson, ça veut dire sausage. Oui, le saucisson. And one thing to note about le saucisson, oftentimes in France, their saucisson is a bit different than ours. They have it cured in such a way that it's already cooked, right? So you could take these slices right off of this saucisson and you can eat them, no problem. Won't make you sick or anything, okay? Oh, ça c'est le jambon. Le jambon. Elle coupe le jambon pour faire un sandwich, peut-être, oui. Ouais. Le chorizo. Le chorizo. Okay, le chorizo, that is chorizo sausage, which you can find. We do have chorizo here in the US. It's, if you've never had it, it's kind of like pepperoni, but it's got a spicy kick to it. So ça, c'est le chorizo. Le boudin blanc. Le boudin blanc. Okay, boudin blanc. I don't know if you remember this from the Anthony Bourdain video, but le boudin blanc, ça veut dire white blood sausage. Oui, white blood sausage. Ça, c'est boudin blanc. Ça, c'est l'andouille. L'andouille. L'andouille is andouille sausage. Oui, that's another one that you can find here in the US, andouille. Ça, c'est le pâté. Le pâté. Le pâté, we've already talked a little bit about one sort of pâté from France, le foie gras. Oui, do you remember le foie gras? That's the fatty goose liver, right? Okay. So foie gras is a type of pate, right? But you can make pate from all kinds of different meats. It doesn't have to be goose liver. For instance, like I've had pate made out of rabbit or, with a variety, a few different kinds of meats that are in it. Okay. And I love this picture because it shows in the bottom front here, it shows like the super classic way of serving pate, which is just on a little round of a baguette here, oui. And then the next layer on top of that, they put a little bit of mustard. Yeah, that's actually looks like some nice homemade mustard there. I mean, you can still even see the mustard seeds right in there, which is awesome. Yeah, mustard is one of those things that I feel like we really miss out on here in the US. Like, if you go to other countries, they have so many different like types of like homemade mustards that are just incredible. So anywho, I digress. Okay, so baguette, moutarde, some mustard, and then le pâté, et puis, and then on top of that, une tranche de cornichon, a little slice of pickle, oui. So super, super popular way to have le pâté, oui. And normally le pâté is served as an hors d'oeuvre, as like an appetizer. Okay, bon, le pâté. Ici, on a les plats préparés. Les plats préparés. Les plats préparés, these would be pre-prepared dishes. Or plat préparé really in English translates to a prepared dish, like a dish of food, not like the plate or the bowl, but a prepared dish. Looks like here we've got some quiche over on the left, maybe some pizza, middle front, that looks like maybe some lasagna. They look like they're all nice and ready in these aluminum tins to take them home and pop them in the oven, and there you go, plat préparé. Okay, ici, on a la poissonnerie. La poissonnerie. Qu'est-ce que c'est? What do you think that is? If you said fish shop, you've got it. It's got poisson right in there. Yeah, poissonnerie. Okay, ici, ça c'est le saumon. Le saumon. Okay, le saumon, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ça c'est salmon, le saumon. Ici, ça c'est le thon. Le thon. Le thon, qu'est-ce que c'est? Tuna. Oui, tuna fish. Now, I know that here I have pictures of cans of thon, oui, but keep in mind, tuna is actually a real fish, okay? So you can go to a poissonnerie and get just like a fillet, a slice of thon, just it looks like this, right? Okay, you can go get a fillet of it. Oui. Ça, c'est le thon. Okay, ici, il y a des fruits de mer. Des fruits de mer. Des fruits de mer, ça veut dire seafood. Oui. And fruits de mer directly translates into English as fruits of the sea. I love that. Fruits of the sea. That's so cool. Oui. And keep in mind, just in case you're not aware, fruits de mer, fruits of the sea, fruits de mer, seafood. These are all things, foods from the ocean or the sea that have shells when they're alive. Either, they live inside a shell or they have an outer covering of a shell. But as opposed to fish, which don't have shells. But these are les fruits de mer. Okay, ici, on a des crevettes. Des crevettes. Oh, ça c'est le crabe. Le crabe. Ici, le homard. Le homard. Oui, le homard. Très bien. Et la dernière, les moules. Les moules. Les moules. En anglais, on dit mussels. Yeah, mussels. Have you ever had mussels? These are not super popular in the US, but they are super popular in France and in Europe in general. So les moules, if you've never had them, I think they're kind of fun to eat because it's almost like you get to play with your food a little bit. So you can take an empty shell here and kind of use it like a little pincher. And then you take that little pincher to grab the meat here, the moule meat, the mussel meat that's right here. That's kind of that yellow looking blob there. Use your little pincher claw to grab that, and then you eat the moule meat. And I love moule steamed in white wine. That's a really popular way to eat them. Another super popular dish with moule in Paris is moule frites. Moule frites. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah, mussels with fries. Yeah. And with moule frites, they will actually take a large bowl and they'll fill it about halfway up with frites, and then they'll put the moule on top of that. And the two of them together, really super tasty, really, really good. So, okay, that's all of our new vocab. Now what we're going to do is I want you to listen through them as I say them all in French one more time, okay? But this time, really concentrate on the image and the French, okay? The image and the French. Try to leave out the English, okay? Try not to think about the English, right? Because that's an extra step. We kind of don't want to do that, right? We want to get it in your brain as soon as you hear, I don't know. Let me go to this. As soon as you hear, let me go to a good one. Saumon, you get a picture of this in your head, right? Okay. Or as soon as you hear crevette, this picture pops into your mind, right? Without having to go through the English. Okay. So focus on that. Oui, français à l'image, French to the image. Here we go. Je fais les courses. Je fais les courses. J'achète. J'achète. Un marché. Un marché. Un supermarché. Un supermarché. Un hypermarché. Un hypermarché. La boucherie. La boucherie. La viande. La viande. Le bœuf. Le bœuf. Le veau. Le veau. Le porc. Le porc. Le poulet. Le poulet. La dinde. La dinde. La charcuterie. La charcuterie. Le saucisson. Le saucisson. Le jambon. Le jambon. Le chorizo. Le chorizo. Le boudin blanc. Le boudin blanc. L'andouille. L'andouille. Le pâté. Le pâté. Un plat préparé. Un plat préparé. La poissonnerie. La poissonnerie. Le saumon. Le saumon. Le thon. Le thon. Les fruits de mer. Les fruits de mer. Les crevettes. Les crevettes. Le crabe. Le crabe. Le homard. Le homard. Les moules. Les moules. Okay, d'accord. Très, très bien. If you need to go through again, especially that last part, and listen again and work with the images, thinking French to images, rewind, do that. I would encourage you to do that. That's an awesome thing to do. Et très bien fait. Merci tout le monde.